How will Yellowstone end? How Kayce Dutton may save ranch from demise. Fans are itching to learn how Yellowstone will come to an end, but they may have already gotten an answer as to what will save the Dutton Ranch. The show is officially coming to an end after scoring big on ratings from an unexpected cameo and episodes that some felt were wasted. Now, as they also wait to see if someone will surprisingly take down Jamie Dutton, they are also being forced to wait and see what happens to the ranch, which has been falling on hard times. However, in the penultimate episode, Kayce Dutton, Luke Grimes, started brewing a scheme that could save everything. In the episode, after an auction where Beth Dutton, Kelly Rayleigh, raised over $30 million by selling off the livestock and equipment, her brother eyed her Bentley, wondering what the car was worth with an estimated price tag of $300,000. After confirming buying it for $1 wouldn't be illegal, and that he would only have to pay sales tax based on what he paid, it appeared that Kayce wants to stage a sale to someone who is close to the family for an out that undervalues the car and defers the personal tax burden. That could help the family keep the land that is slipping from their fingertips after the deaths of John Dutton, Kevin Costner, and ranch hand Colby Mayfield. Of course, there are two other burning mysteries that need to be solved as well: who killed Sarah Atwood, Dawn Olivieri, and will Beth and Kayce figure out that she was the one who ordered the hit on John? While viewers saw how John's murder went down and the way it was staged to look like a suicide, and Beth especially suspects Jamie and Sarah of having a role, no one has figured out the truth entirely yet. Similarly, it's unclear who killed Sarah, as she was shot by a random man when a couple stopped to seemingly ask her for directions while she was on the phone with Jamie. Fans will see how all the loose ends are tied up when the series finale airs Sunday, December 15. As the dust settles over the Yellowstone Ranch, the dramatic conclusion to the saga of the Dutton family looms large. With enemies closing in from all sides, the weight of legacy rests on the shoulders of Kayce Dutton, the youngest son of the indomitable John Dutton. As we imagine the end of this epic tale, it's clear that Kayce's journey, forged through pain, loyalty, and redemption, will ultimately decide the fate of the Yellowstone Ranch. The ticking clock of Yellowstone's demise begins with a culmination of corporate greed and political machinations. Market Equities, backed by powerful allies, launches a full-scale legal and financial assault on the ranch, determined to transform the sprawling wilderness into a concrete jungle of resorts and subdivisions. John Dutton, now wearied by age and the unrelenting battles of his life, faces his greatest fear: the loss of the land that defines his family's legacy. Rip Wheeler, Beth Dutton, and the rest of the Yellowstone crew rally to his side, but the writing on the wall is unmistakable. Without a miracle, the ranch is doomed. Enter Kayce. For much of the series, Kayce's arc has been one of internal conflict. Torn between his duties as a family man, his spiritual journey as a member of the Broken Rock Reservation through his wife Monica, and his obligation to his father's legacy, Kayce has struggled to find his place. But as the family's world crumbles, Kayce's transformation into the savior of the Yellowstone Ranch becomes inevitable. A prophetic vision. Kayce's visions, teased throughout the series, finally take center stage. As he seeks guidance from Rainwater and the elders of the Broken Rock Reservation, he embarks on a sacred ritual to understand his role in the preservation of both his family's legacy and the land's spiritual significance. The ritual is intense and haunting, transporting Kayce into a dreamscape where the spirits of the land speak through cryptic symbols and familiar faces. He sees wolves running through the forest, rivers drying up, and a shadow engulfing the ranch, a vision of destruction if the land falls into the wrong hands. But there's hope. A lone wolf stands its ground against the encroaching shadow, howling defiantly. When Kayce awakens, he is a man transformed, his purpose clear. The spirits have chosen him as the protector of the Yellowstone. His visions, however, come with a dire warning. To save the ranch, he must make a great sacrifice. Reconciliation and strategy. Kayce's first step is reconciliation. He seeks out Monica, who has distanced herself due to the violence and chaos surrounding the Duttons. Kayce's newfound clarity and humility touch her heart, and together they find common ground. The land is sacred to both their cultures, and its preservation is paramount. Monica's knowledge of native treaties and her connection to the Broken Rock Reservation become invaluable assets in Kayce's plan. At the same time, Kayce works to mend his relationship with Beth. Their sibling rivalry has often been a source of tension, but Beth's ferocity and business acumen are crucial in countering market equities. In a poignant moment, Kayce acknowledges her sacrifices for the family, and Beth, in turn, recognizes Kayce's potential as the leader their father always believed he could be. With Riv's support, the siblings form a united front, blending Beth's ruthless tactics with Kayce's principled resolve. Turning the tables. Kayce's strategy unfolds on multiple fronts. Drawing on Monica's research, he discovers a loophole in the treaties between the U.S. government and the Broken Rock Reservation. The land that Market Equities seeks to develop is not only part of the Yellowstone Ranch, but also carries sacred significance to the tribe. Armed with this revelation, Kayce approaches Chief Rainwater, proposing a partnership that benefits both the Duttons and the tribe. Rainwater, initially skeptical of the Duttons' intentions, is moved by Kayce's sincerity and his vision of a shared legacy. Together, they mount a legal challenge, claiming the land as protected under federal law. The battle in the courts is fierce, with Market Equities pulling every string to counter the Duttons' efforts. But Kayce's determination, coupled with Beth's tactical brilliance, keeps the fight alive. The final stand. As the legal battle intensifies, Market Equities resorts to more desperate measures. They hire mercenaries to intimidate the Duttons and their allies, leading to a climactic showdown at the ranch. In a harrowing sequence, the Yellowstone crew defends their home with grit and determination. Kayce emerges as a fearless leader, channeling the strength of his ancestors and the lessons of his father. The battle is costly, with casualties on both sides. In the aftermath, Kayce's prophetic vision comes full circle. He realizes the great sacrifice foretold by the spirits. To protect the ranch, he must relinquish his claim to it. Kayce convinces John to place the land in a trust co-managed by the Broken Rock Reservation, ensuring its preservation for generations to come. A new beginning. The series concludes with a bittersweet resolution. The Yellowstone Ranch remains intact, its vast expanse untouched by development. John, now at peace, steps down as the patriarch, passing the torch to Kayce. While the ranch no longer belongs solely to the Duttons, its legacy is secure, symbolizing unity and respect between cultures. Kayce and Monica, with their son Tate, find solace in their renewed bond and their shared commitment to the land. Beth and Rip continue to build their own legacy, their love unshaken by the trials they've endured. Chief Rainwater, too, emerges victorious, his people's heritage safeguarded. As the sun sets over the Yellowstone, Kayce stands on a ridge, watching the wolves roam freely across the land. The weight of his journey is evident in his eyes, but so is the peace of knowing he has fulfilled his purpose. The spirits were right. He was the lone wolf who stood against the shadow, preserving not just a ranch, but a way of life. And so the story of the Duttons ends where it began, rooted in the untamed beauty of Yellowstone, a testament to the power of family, sacrifice, and the enduring spirit of the land.